Okay, it looks like we're live, guys. It looks like we are live. Let me give you guys a few seconds to come on. I gave you guys like about 1 hour to get ready for this live stream this morning. The time is officially 11:02 a.m. in the morning in Japan as well as in South Korea as well. So you guys are seeing someone very familiar, all right? Grace Okafor, right? She is the CEO of Dr. GIO Cosmetics and Beauficial, right? We released the interview like about a week ago, right? Some of you guys have seen the interview in its entirety. If you have not seen it yet, the link is in the description down below or maybe up above, depending where you're watching this from. So we have Grace here again because we want to give you guys some insight into getting a startup off the ground in South Korea, specifically because Grace has a startup in South Korea, right? So we're going to give you guys a 411, all the details. There will also be a giveaway. There will also be a giveaway at the end of this live stream as well. So you guys will have to answer 2 questions, 2 winners, as well as you have a section in this live stream where you can ask questions to Grace yourselves and receive answers. So we're going to get into this interview right now. So Grace, can you just introduce yourself again for those who might not know you?
My name is Grace Okafor. I am from Nigeria. That's West Africa. So I came to Korea 2015, and by 2019, I started my own startup in Korea, Beauficial, and Dr. Ju was also released in November 2020.
Okay. All right. And tell us what those products are.
Okay, so Beauficial is a service platform that connects Korean beauty SMEs to Africa and the global market. While Dr. GIO Cosmetics is a product brand where we
Mhm.
make black K beauty products specifically for dark skin tones and people of color.
Okay, so you guys can actually go to the website right now, right? That's drgeocosmetics.com, and you can order these shades as well, right? And you can also visit beauficial.com as well if you want to get some South Korean beauty products, to Africa. Or is it elsewhere as well, or it's only to Africa?
No, it's we ship to Africa, but anyone, I mean, it's online, so anyone anywhere in the world can buy because we are dealing specifically with K beauty SMEs. So it's not just
Okay.
limited to Africa. Anyone anywhere can buy.
All right. So we're going to get into the questions, right? So tell me about the startup process. First of all, I think a lot of people think when you're in a foreign country, right, as a foreigner, especially in Asia, they might feel like starting a business is almost insurmountable. It's challenging. They might not know like the first steps, right? So can you walk us through how you actually got your business, registered and startup in South Korea? Because you said in the interview, guys, go and watch the full interview for everything else that will not be covered in this live stream. So you said that at first you weren't sure if they accepted foreigners in the program that you wanted to be a part of. So tell us about the journey to starting up your business.
Okay, first of all, to start a business in Korea or to run a business in Korea, there are different types of visas. So you have the D8 visa and the D9 visa. These are two business visas, but they are quite different. D8 and D9 require funds. You need like about 100,000 to up to $300,000. But the visa I am on does not require funds. It's a D84 visa. So the D84 visa is called a startup visa. So if you go to the website, oasisvisa.com, oasisvisa.com, it gives the requirements that are needed for anyone who has an idea and wants to come to Korea to start up a business. So startup business. So most of this business has to do with tech. So if you have an e-commerce, I think it can fall under it, because I mean e-commerce is technology too. So for us, when in 2018, I attended the Oasis classes because under this Oasis visa, you have Oasis 1, 2, up to 8. So I
Mhm.
attended Oasis 1, 2, and 4. and got the points. So each class gives you a point, and all
Okay.
you need is 80 points for you to meet the requirement. So I did Oasis 1, 2, and 4. And then, in addition to my degree and my topic and corporate registration and stuff, I was able to meet the requirements. And then I submitted all these documents to immigration. And then I got the D84 visa. So
Okay. How
it's
do you
on that
spell?
website that I listed,
How,
oasisvisa.com.
so how do you spell it? You said OS Visa. Mhm.
OASIS
Oh,
visa.com.
Oasis. So
Mm,
oasisvisa.com. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So, guys, a link is in the description for those of you guys who are interested in South Korea. You can go and check it out, right? So that was the first. That was the first step, right? And then what's the second step?
I think that is the most important step. So where I am at, it's called the Seoul Global Startup Center.
Hmm.
It's it's every year they take startups. It's more like an accelerator, and it's
Hmm.
very competitive, so people have to apply. Like I said, when I applied, they got about almost 5 to 7 thousand, I'm not sure, but a lot of people applied, so but they have to narrow it down. So the application should be opening up this month or next, because it's
Hmm.
done early in the year, and then
Hmm.
people are moving by April, May. So you could check them out at soulgsc.com to see what they do, and maybe follow them to know when the application opens so that you can submit your application. So I submitted mine, and then I got through. And that's how we got the seed funding, because anybody that gets through gets seed funding. It's listed there when they open up the application for you to see.
Okay. So when you get the visa, so if someone is going in for the visa, right, to get the 80 points, it's not guaranteed. Is it guaranteed after the classes or
Or
this?
once you have your points, immigration gives you the visa. Once you meet the requirements, yeah.
Okay, okay. Oh, so someone can be in South Korea right now, right? As let's say a teacher, and they
Mm,
attend these Oasis classes, and once they've accumulated the 80 points, then they just submit those documents to immigration, and then
mm.
the visa will be processed.
Yeah, immigration, that means you're moving away from your current visa to a startup visa. Mm.
Okay, so do you also need a a business plan at that point, or after the business plan is required?
I mean, for you to, there is a requirement for corporate registration.
Hmm.
So I did not submit a business plan, but because
Okay.
I already know what I wanted to do. But I don't think they will not ask you for your business plan. They just need to know if you met their requirements, and you just give them the documents needed. And when they go to the website, they'll see like the prerequisite items and the elective items. So under the compulsory items, if I may say,
Hmm.
they need at least one. So we used the intellectual property application for design. So you could choose any of those items to be the uh, to meet the compulsory item needed, and then you could get others from the elective items to meet up your points.
Okay, okay. All right. So is it possible for you to walk us through the process of becoming, I guess, one of the selected persons out of 5 to 7 thousand? That's a lot of people, right? And to be
It's a lot of
selected,
people, yeah.
yeah. And
Because
you,
the office space is free, so
sorry, what was
it's a
that?
free the free office is free, so people need that. You don't need to pay for office, which is a lot of money. So and then
Okay.
you also get free money, seed funding, and have access to mentors. I mean, the mentors are also free because the government pays them. And trust me, you need a lot of mentors as a startup, especially in legal, accounting, and stuff. But if you don't have access to those, you have to use your money to pay for those, which can run like up to $200 to $300 per hour. So that's a lot of money.
Mhm. Indeed, indeed. So What was your process, right? I know that we went a little bit in depth in the interview. So if you guys haven't seen the interview again, the link is in the description down below for the full story. Okay. Check it out. Because I know that some of you guys, a lot of you guys haven't seen it, but it's a really good interview. So you should check it out. The link is in the description down below. So when you approach Soul Global, wait,
So
sorry, I'm
Global
gonna
Startup Center.
yeah, when you approach them, right, with the idea, what was the process like from introduction to receiving seed funding?
You don't really like approach them physically because they
Hmm.
announce on their website that application is open for the next batch.
Okay.
So what you do, they will ask for a business plan and they will ask for a pitch deck. I
Hmm.
think the first, because they have two rounds. So the first round, it's more like you submit your pitch deck and maybe business plan, but
Hmm.
that will differentiate you from every other applicant. So you have to really, really work on your pitch deck because the pitch deck will speak for you. You will not be
Hmm.
there to defend it. And after that they still narrow it down more before they call for, after the second round, then they call for a physical interview where you now pitch. You have 5 minutes to pitch your idea. So I think that's where a lot of people fail. You know,
Okay.
not many people can pitch their idea in 5 minutes. And it's like so you have to practice a lot, especially I watched a lot of this 1 minute pitch on, I don't know if you know the show on the entrepreneur.com, where you get one elevator pitch. So
Okay.
if you're good at pitching, it can, put you aside from every other competitor and stuff. So once the interview is done, I think they do the selection under a week or so. And then if you're selected, they ask you to bring your corporate registration certificate to the
Hmm.
center, and you sign a 1 year lease agreement with them and stuff. And you can use that to get your visa too, because immigration will accept that as the lease agreement needed to show that your office has somewhere it's located.
Okay. So it sounds like it's a fairly straightforward process,
It's very
right?
straightforward. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So someone in South Korea right now, like is the challenge, it seemed like getting a business visa in South Korea is not that challenging. But the
It
challenge
is not
is,
if it's the D84.
oh wait, sorry, what was that?
If it's the startup visa, D84,
Okay, so
because that
D8.
is what Korea, yeah, Korea is trying to use that to attract a lot of foreigners into Korea.
Okay, and it has to be a tech-based startup.
Yes, but e-commerce can pass as tech-based.
Okay, so e-commerce step-based. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So because it seems like I guess if someone was trying the other way, like the other visa, it requires, as you said, like a large capital, right?
Yes.
Investment, and then you need real estate, like an office, the lease
You need
agreement.
an
You
office.
need Yeah. Okay. So the best one or the easiest one would be if someone has a tech idea or e-commerce store, they can go through the D84 visa.
Yeah. Yeah, even the
Okay.
D84 needs an office, but you in Korea has virtual offices. So
Okay.
yeah, that the office lease agreement is not a problem, but it helps.
Okay. So again, guys, Grace is the CEO of Beauficial.com. So you can go on you're on the computer right now watching us or on your phone, Beauficial.com, as well as Dr. GIO Cosmetics, right? So you guys heard us talking about black women in Asia cannot find products. It's really hard to locate or very expensive to acquire. So Grace actually came up with 6 shades, right? Just starting out, right? There's a lot more coming this year for black women and people of color in Asia. So if you're one of those people, you're in that people group, go on the website, drgeocosmetics.com, and place your order. Again, 2 people at the end of this interview will get 2 free shades. So if you're so stick around, we got 2 questions. If you win, we'll be shipping you 2 of these things at no charge. to you. All right. So we're going to continue again. So we're going to jump into questions right now. Okay. So someone is asking, is there an age restriction for
Oh no,
to start?
there is
Okay.
no
So
age restriction.
okay. So no age restriction. That's one. So can someone apply for this visa before coming into South Korea, or they can apply for the visa from outside of South Korea? The D84.
You cannot apply from outside of South Korea because you need to take the OSIS classes. And the OSIS
Ah.
classes are done in Korea. So normally what you get if you want to get the D84, if you go to that website, it's there. You apply for the D102. So the
Mhm.
D102 means startup preparation visa. It means you want to apply for D84. So immigration gives you 6 months
Mhm.
under the D102 to begin to acquire all those documents or classes that are needed. So the D102 can be renewed 3 times, which means 6 months, 4 times. So that's 2 years. So
Okay.
you can use that to make to make the necessary requirements you need for the D84. I think it's on the website too. You can find the information there.
Okay, so again, guys, the website is
Visa.
oasisvisa.com. I dropped it in the comment section to the side, down below, or somewhere on the screen, depending where you're watching it from. So okay, so question: what are some of the courses, or what are some of the subject matter covered or topics covered in the course for the D84 visa, if you
Okay,
can
so
disclose?
Oasis One introduces you into Korean culture, like all the stuff, and it's Oasis Two. It's a continuation of it. They explain to you Korean visas, the paths to Korean visas, and why Oasis 4 is the most important one. It's the business, it's called the business class. They teach you about doing business in Korea, taxes, accounting. If you're looking for funds, how Korea funds startups, what are the organizations that are funding startups, the organizations that the Korean government uses to fund startups, how can you raise funds, VCs, pitching, all those. So it's called the business class. That is the most important class, and the points are higher. For that one, the points are 25 points, while Oasis 1 and 2 are just 15 points. So if you can take Oasis 1, 2, 4, I think you are on your way to, getting the startup visa.
All right. Okay, so I have some questions here. So one is, what are some startup hopefuls, like people in South Korea right now, right, who want to maybe stop teaching English and move on to starting a business? What are some things that they are unaware of in terms of the startup environment in South Korea? Is there anything that there's maybe a common misconception that people who want to start a business in Korea right now have that you could dispel based on your experience?
Mm, I'm not sure about those who are teaching and maybe if they have any misconception, but I think people mostly think you need a lot of money for the startup visa. Most
Hmm.
people don't realize it's free. You don't need funds. Not like it's free, but you don't need funds if you can meet the points. And another thing, it's how would you be able to put your idea into a tech form? Some businesses are buying and selling and stuff, and I mean, if you can convince them that your idea is a tech um, idea and stuff. Um,
Hmm.
mine was the use of e-commerce as a
Hmm.
platform. E-commerce is technology too. So I don't I've nobody I've not been able to hear any misconceptions because everybody has their reason for being in Korea. So
Hmm.
but I always tell people if you want to do startup in Korea, this is the way to do it.
Okay. So you said that you also received additional funding, right? So beyond the seed funding, there was additional funding, but this was more so like a loan, right? So I do understand how those work. Like for instance, in Canada, they have something called Futurepreneur, and you get like $50,000, right? But it's a loan. The interest rate is very, very low, and you have a long period of time to pay it off. So is it something like that?
Yes, exactly. So it's run. Um, I think I want to use this period to explain, because after the first interview, a lot of people were asking me about that. If I have personal contact, I do not have any personal contact with anybody issuing funds. So what it's the this is run strictly by Korean government, and it's also competitive. Now, they do not give everybody funds, because remember, you have 50 million citizens in Korea. You also need to prove to them why they should give you, guarantee you this money. So actually, the money is given to you by a bank in Korea, why the Korean government acts as a guarantor. So it's called the credit guarantee service. So in this way, if the government is actually taking responsibility of you failing to pay back. So they
Mm,
cannot just guarantee anybody. They need to prove, you need to prove that this money will not just be taken by you and disappear and stuff. So that's why it's called a guarantee service. And they also need to also see that this money can be paid back by you in the future. Your business is, so it's more like meeting a
viable.
VC or something,
Mhm.
but in this case, it's the government that is, backing you up.
Okay. So you need to see that your business is also viable. All right. So
Yes.
okay, okay. All right. So it seems very straightforward. It's like I guess the most, based on the information that you are sharing, the most challenging part is securing funding. So if someone already has maybe, some investments or some money, capital set aside, all they need now to do is to go through the Oasis process, and then they
Hmm.
can maybe even use their own funds to start up if they have it. If they
If they
don't,
have
then
it.
they have to. If they don't, they have to go through the process of getting seed funding, and that's also available. But it's very competitive because
Yeah.
Koreans as well are vying for that same
Yeah.
thing. Okay, and
Yes.
you said,
Everybody is trying for the same thing.
and how many people are selected each year? How many? Do you know?
I don't have access to that information, but I know it's run throughout the year. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I don't think they would release that info. But I do know people who have been rejected, and I do know people who have been accepted. So, it's
Mhm.
totally up to them. I just know for myself. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So guys, so now we're gonna move to the section where we're gonna allow you guys to ask questions. So if you have any questions, we're gonna go into the comment section and we're gonna ask Grace these questions. After which we're gonna ask you guys the questions for the giveaway, and then we'll progress to the conclusion of this interview. So let's see what we have in the comment section. All right. So I see one here. Let's see. This person said, in Korea, do you have to have a formulator make the products, or can you make it yourself and then sell it? In the US, there are many companies where they make their own products. So I think they're asking about, for instance, the makeup that you did, right? You said you don't have a personal factory, but you use a government approved factory within Korea to produce your products.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So,
So
yeah. I don't know what you said, could you repeat the question? Do you
okay,
need to have it?
okay, it seems like they're saying to make your own products, right? So I'm not sure which
Mhm.
product they're asking about. Maybe it might be some beauty product or healthcare products. They're saying in America there are many companies that make their own products, right? But I guess what they're asking is, as a startup, someone who's just starting out, are there
Mhm.
companies in South Korea that you can sort of outsource the production to?
Oh yeah, because we outsourced our production. I don't have a factory, and I mean, for you to have a factory in Korea, you need to have the license to do to operate that, and that's a whole different ball game. So because you have the factory, and the government has to be sure that not just that the environment meets everything, they have to be sure, like Korea is now going is cruelty free now, so they have to be sure that your factory is cruelty free and that your
Mhm.
ingredients are approved. So it's a whole different ball game. So most factories like they are very big factories. It's not, no, I don't think there is a startup that is a factory in Korea. Because that's why Korea does not play with K beauty. They are very
Mhm.
serious about it, because um, they believe every product that is made in Korea, to them, they don't play with that. So that's but if you have your formulation, you can discuss with the factory, and all the factory needs to do is to make sure all your ingredients are approved in Korea, because they will
Mhm.
answer for it and stuff. If your formulation contains ingredients that are not licensed in Korea, they won't go ahead with it. They will tell you no, that this is not done here. And so, yeah, I think you could outsource. We outsourced. We worked with a factory to do ours. I don't have a factory.
Okay, and I would imagine that that would have been very expensive. Might even be
Yeah.
cost prohibitive to a lot of businesses, because that's like maybe millions of dollars
Mm.
to build a factory out and outfit it with all the right equipment and all that.
Yeah.
So guys, we're gonna move into the giveaway section, right? So Grace, can you tell them what we'll be giving away today?
Okay, so today we're going to give out shades, and I'm also going to add some K Beauty free products. So I'm going to give out Dr. GIO Cosmetics shades, and also K Beauty skincare products.
Okay, okay. So you guys hear that, right? So so what we're gonna do is these are the requirements, right? The requirements are you have to follow Dr. Gio Soul, right? On Instagram, right? And also follow Best Stories TV on Instagram as well. That's it. You just follow two accounts. That's our account and Dr. Gio's account, right? Follow those two on Instagram, and you got to answer two questions, right? So one person we'll have two winners, one question for each winner. That's it. So follow those two accounts and DM us the answers, and we will select the person with the correct answers and ship you out your prize. That's it. Very, very simple. Very simple. Take up your phone, Dr. Gio Soul, follow. Best Stories TV, follow. DM answer one. Answer two, that's it. So the first question, Grace, do you want to ask it?
um, I think the first question is, what are the three top tribes in that Dr. cushions are named after? The three top tribes, so not the three names of the shades. So when I made the names, follow tribes in Nigeria. So that's why I said, what are the three top tribes that the names come with?
Okay. So you guys heard that question, right? So the names of the three top Nigerian tribes that the shades are named after. There are six shades, but we want the names of the top three Nigerian tribes that these shades are named after. And that's one question. And the next one is, well, I guess I might change the other one because the other question was the names of the six shades, right? So let's see. I wonder what the next one should be. You know what? Okay, so I want you guys to tell us. This is gonna be simple. This is gonna be simple stuff. What year was the Black Experience Japan started in? So, what year did we launch this? If you can DM us the year and date, the year, month, and day that we launched the Black Experience Japan, you will also be the second winner. So, the first question, listen. The answer to my question is on the YouTube channel, so you got to go and search for it. You find it, send us a DM. So again, question number one. Question number one. What are the names of the top three Nigerian tribes that the Dr. Gio Cosmetics shades are made from? Question one. Question number two. What's the month, day, and year that BEJ was started? Go and follow. Let me write the name right now. Follow at Dr. Gio Soul on Instagram. That's one. So you got to follow that on Instagram. And this second account at the first person to send the right answer wins. The first person. And it has to be two different people. We're not going to give the same person these two prizes, right? So, Best Stories TV. All right, there we go. So, Best Stories TV and Dr. Gio, you got to follow us on Instagram and DM us the right answers to the question. Okay, let's see. Someone asked a question. Someone was asking something about. Wait, this was. So, okay, so Ali said, how long do you think it will take to roll out more shades?
Right now, we're working on more shades. Actually, we're trying to build a community. So now we're going to go a different path from every other company. So I
Mm-hmm.
call it made by us for us. So now
Mm-hmm.
I'm creating a community where people tell me what they want to be produced, and then we make it for them. So it's like the community comes up with shades and colors
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, and then I have the responsibility to make this for them. So everything should be, I think by April we should be coming out with an additional 6 shades, in addition with lipsticks and foundations and eyeshadows and stuff. So we'll be gradually releasing out shades. So if you want to be a part of the made by us for us community, just follow us on Instagram, and when I launch that community on the website, you can just join, and it's like for everybody to come together and let us begin to make products for us by us. So but
Nice.
by April, an additional 6 shades will be coming out. In addition, so we should be having 12 shades of cushion plus foundations and stuff.
All right, so you guys heard that, right? So Ali, I think that answers your question. So okay, guys, so that's it. Oh, so Luke, the answer should not be posted on YouTube. Go to Instagram, look at the two accounts, follow each account, and then DM my account, actually DM the Best Stories TV account with the answer. If you can't, I think you should be able to DM the Best Stories account. If not, DM BEJ at the Black Experience. Let me just type that at theblackxjp.com. Uh at the Black XJP, just in case you can't DM Best Stories TV. I'm not sure if you can DM that just yet. Maybe not. Okay. So they're asking the answer. Why are you asking? We can't tell the answers on YouTube, okay? Just the first person. We're gonna check our DMs right after this, and the first person with the answer. Okay, wait. Wait, I see that someone is trying to follow here. Wait, let's see if you can DM. Because okay, let's see. We're just checking real quick. Oh, yep. You can actually send DMs to Best Stories TV. So go and send the DMs to Best Stories TV. Okay. All right. So once I get the DM, we'll get you the shades, and you're also gonna get some additional products from Dr. GIO Cosmetics or Beauficial, right? Some K beauty products, right? So listen, man. Hey, very easy questions. Always. So Kay's asking this question. So Kay, we already answered that question about the visa. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna end this live stream in about 2 minutes, and you can watch it over, right? So you watch it over. All the details and all the steps are included in this video, so you can just listen to what Grace said, and also visit the corresponding websites, and you get all the prerequisites, all the information. And hey, maybe next year we'll hear that you started a business. Who knows? All the details are in this interview, so I won't make it too long. We're gonna conclude now. So Grace, thank you so much for coming on. Anything else you want to share before we conclude?
No, I just want to say I'm grateful for the experience and opportunity, and for people supporting us and stuff. Yeah, after the first video, we got a lot of support, and I'm really happy that Black people are supporting every other Black person. So thank you,
Awesome.
everyone, and please keep sharing and supporting us.
All right, nice. And again, guys, to watch the full interview, the link is in the description down below. Go down below, watch the video. It's a very inspirational story, right? So check out the link, watch it, share it around. And if you hear someone asking for makeup and cushions and all these things, made by us for us, right? So go check it out. and support Dr. GIO Cosmetics. You can follow them on Instagram again at Dr. GIO Soul, DRGIO SEOUL, right? DRGIO SEOUL on Instagram. And you find all the details there, the website, everything. So, Grace, thanks again for coming on.
Thank
Until
you,
next time,
Isaac.
right?
Okay.
We'll be announcing the winners on Instagram. So if you message us on Instagram, we'll be announcing the winners on Instagram, and you can just look out for your products in the mail. We're gonna DM you for your address, and we'll ship it out to you ASAP. All right. Take care, Grace. Thanks for coming on. Bye for now.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Somebody say this. All right. Okay, guys. That's it. That's it. That was Grace. I'm not gonna keep this too long because I want you guys to be able to watch this thing over and get all the information you need. And just to say, based on what Grace shared just now, it's a very simple process. If you're coming on, if you want to find out how to get a visa to start a business, just watch the video over again. If you want to find out, how to get funding as well, the information is in this live stream as well, this live interview with Grace Okafor, CEO of Dr. GIO Cosmetics and Beauficial. So all the information is there. So if you're literally in South Korea, this is for you specifically in South Korea, not any other country. South Korea specifically. Very, very straightforward process, man. So you go, you do the Oasis course, accumulate 80 points. Once you get that, you can switch over to the D84 visa. Once you have that visa, then you can now work in actually starting up your business, right? Getting your business off the ground in South Korea. All the details is in this video. Someone is asking to post the questions. Okay, I probably should, right? Yeah, I should do that. Question number 1. What? Okay, let me just go. Let me hurry because I don't want this video to be too long. It's already 36 minutes. What are the names of the top 3 tribes? Oh, Nigerian tribes. Oh, wait. Okay, hold up. The names of the top 3 Nigerian tribes that the Dr. GIO shades are named after. So this is question 1. I'm not sorry. I can't hear the feedback from my mic. I hope I'm not too loud. Forgive me if it's too loud. Okay, so the first question is so if you go on drgiocosmetics.com, you can actually see the names of all 6 shades, right? The names of all 6 shades are on drgiocosmetics.com. All you got to find out is which 3 of those names are the top 3 Nigerian tribes, right? So you got to figure that out and then DM us, Best Stories TV. All right, DM us, follow us on Instagram as well, and Dr. GIO Soul. That's it. So question number 1 is here. So let's see, what are the names of the top 3 Nigerian tribes that the Dr. GIO shades are named after? That's question 1. Question 2. Question number 2. What is the month, year, and the EJ YouTube channel was started? Okay, there we go. Okay, so question number 2 is what is the month, year, and day that the BJ YouTube channel was started? So that's question number 2. And it's the first person that DM us, right? So DM Best Stories TV and follow us on Best Stories TV as well. And also follow Dr. So right? So that's it. The first person. So I see that messages are coming in, so I'll just check after. And the first person that gets the correct answer will win. So you're gonna get a free shade, as well as cosmetics from K Beauty. Like she's gonna give you guys some other stuff, right? So look, it's free. Come on, look, free, simple. Go on my YouTube channel, BEJ, Black Experience Japan. You'll find the year, month, and date on the about page. I'm giving you guys hints of when we started this channel, and then you can DM us that information, and you'll be a winner. And then the second one is the top 3 Nigerian tribes that the 3 of the Dr. GIO Cosmetics shades are named after. DM us that information. Follow Dr. GIO Soul and Best Stories TV, and we'll see the winner. We'll announce it on Instagram today, and we'll get your products off to you ASAP. Guys, again, thank you so much for coming on. Look out for more live interviews like this, and giveaways and stuff like that. Just to support the people. Support the people. All right, guys. Until next time. Bye for now.